got top 32 at YCS Indianapolis. Playing Rescue Ace with the new Sinful Spoil stuff. It was a pretty good event. Definitely was the right deck choice. Definitely the best deck by a good margin. Lost myself in top 32. Definitely could have gone top 16. My brain turned off, but it's fine. Let's get right into it. For starters, you have 3 Lifter, 3 Witch. Some people are cutting this. This card is insane. I think you should play 3. Following that up, you have the 3 Quick Play as well. Pretty standard ratios in my opinion. And then obviously you have the Rhoda and then the Prosperities. I was cutting this for a while. Last minute I put it back in. I cut one of my hand traps and played 42. Card was nice. I think it just helped me be able to play when I couldn't, so I think it was worth putting it back in. And then this is like a pseudo, this is like an extender, not really a starter, but extender, extinguish, you gotta play 3 of. Nothing there. Card's insane. 2 Hydrant, didn't really want to clog on it. I think 2 is fine. 2 Turb. There's arguments you could cut one, but I didn't have enough practice with it, and I just thought there were cases in today where or this tournament where 2 came up, so I think 2 was the safer and correct call. 2 Preventer. There low-key could be situations where you want to play 3. There was really long grinding games where I wanted 3, but it's super cloggy, and this is how you brick, so you don't want to play too much. I think 2 is fine. And then I did play the 1 Impulse. There's a specific combo line you do where you search this, and it's really good because it gives you an extra body on their turn. Definitely don't play this at 3 though. I think 1 is the perfect number. And then I did this line, the Ricardetto Durendo line, where you end on Baron SP. Definitely the best combo for the deck, I think. We were brewing a lot of combos, but this one just seemed like the best one. I can maybe do it at the end of the thing, show you guys how it's done. But played the 1 of. You could maybe play this at 2. I don't think so though. It feels really bad when we have nothing to send. So I think just keeping it at 1 is fine. More of the 1 of bricks. I did decide to play HQ, Alert, Rescue, Contain, Extinguish. No Reinforce. That card's not that good. HQ is really good because if you're playing where it's tier and they mill all your stuff, you need to recur it somehow. So this is good. It's also insane in the mirror. If you have a grind game with the mirror and it goes past turn 3 and you're not playing this, you're just gonna lose. So you kind of have to run this. A lot of times I'm siding these 2 out, going second versus certain decks. In the mirror I did keep this in though, but these 2 are mainly what I was siding out, going second, because you don't want to brick on the traps going second. I decided to play a hand trap version. The buddies I was testing with were playing more of a board breaking version. I just felt I was more comfortable on hand traps. I knew where to hand trap decks better, so I just decided to go with the hand traps. I think it was pretty solid. I think I'm glad I stuck with this choice. So yeah, I played 3 Nib in the main. It's kind of arguable that this card's kind of bad. I didn't play with any Curly, and so that's the only deck it's really dead against. I thought this would be bad versus tier, but this actually catches tier off guard a lot of the time because they're not really making Rupelos anymore. Now this card is pretty good. It can be dead in the mirror if they know how to. If they have the gas line and they have all the extenders, they can play around it pretty easy. But I still thought it was really good. It really helped me out in the Unchained match as well. Rika, I thought overall the card did perform. Ash, super generic, super good. No reason to not run that. 3 Imperm. Once again, another generic hand trap. Good to have. I decided to not play Droll in the main just because, in the mirror match, I was worried that they just activate emergency set 4 still. So I decided to just play 2 Veilers. I was on 3, but the 3rd one I cut for the Prosperities to play 42 total. But these were pretty good. They helped. I played versus Flu, and these were insane versus Flu. So these were good. Like I said, I didn't want to main the Droll. I don't regret not maining Droll. I don't think it ever was I I never played I played one FTK deck, but I won the die roll. I played against Inferno. I didn't play against the Vanadium decks. I know a couple of them are topping, so maybe it's Droll in the future. But I was really happy with the Veilers. They did well. So that's 42 in the main. Side deck. This card's crazy, right? Like, I don't want to main it, but like you need to have it in your side still for sure. So 3 Droll, no really explanation needed there. I decided to play the Thrust package. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I sided these cards in the whole tournament. I sided Talents in a couple times, and maybe the Harpies, but I didn't play against any Pearly, so like I didn't side that, and I don't know, Thrust just felt really mediocre. Like I didn't really know. Maybe I should have ran like an Evenly or something to search off it. It just didn't really feel that good. Or maybe I should just play more Talents. Like if I knew they were on talent, if I knew they were on hand traps, maybe I should just play like 2 Talents here and figure something out. I was just scared of Pearly, and I didn't have anything for Pearly. So like the Thrust package is like generic enough where it covers Pearly kind of, but it still covers other decks. But like I said, none of these came in except these 2. We did 3 Bisteels, 2 Druids, 1 Mag. Cards are insane. Unchained, Tier, branded. Versus Unchained, you only want to side these ones in. You don't want to side Mag in. But yeah, these cards are insane. The Tier matchup can get really annoying. So to double down, we did 3 Crow as well. These are just apply to a lot of decks. The Crow though specifically is way more generic. And they can also hit like Pearly and other decks, like even like versus the Rika player, like this kind of did decent against them. But yeah, just these 6, you gotta have a good sideboard in the Tier, because that deck is very strong when it goes off. So that was what I was mainly scared of. And then I just played the Gaga for the time when I never did it, but it was good to just have and have as an option, right?
Please come to the main stage.
Extra deck, we got 2 SP. You have to run 2. The combo with the Soul Day and to make the Baron play goes through 2. There's even an argument you want to play a 3rd one here just to have it for the turn 3 if you go through that line. But I mean, the extra deck space is kind of tight already, so you're fine with 2, but you definitely need 2. For my level 1, I chose Linkuriboh. It was either this or Anima. This card was just way better in my opinion. I wasn't sold on Anima, but last minute I convinced everyone to switch to this, and I'm glad I did. It's just super nice doing like weird things where you like chain this, and then they're trying to like pop your Hydrant or something. You just chain this, get this body back. Then you have like a battle damage block. It's also really good in link climbing when you want to make dark. Like you just tribute the Hydrant, make this, and then you can make dark, right? So like it gives you access to dark way easier. It gives you access to the SP banish. Like if you have Hydrant, you summon this from grave. If you summon SP, you get that. You get the the extra banish off it. Card was really good. For Charmers, I did Dark and Hita. Like I said, these are 2 best ones. If they ash you, you can make Hita. Every deck's playing a Dark card, so this card goes crazy. Not much to say there. To continue the link climb, I did Celine. Diabellstar is a spellcaster, and I also played Veiler. So yeah, and Droll as well as a spellcaster. So you have a good amount of targets for this. This is usually how you OTK them. You like Turb and summon this off link climbing off the other 2. Then you summon Turb, you access code, pop everything, and then you swing with 53 and 3,000 per game. So yeah, there's access code there as well. All standard for like link climbing stuff. I decided to play the IP. This was solely for the Pearly matchup. Just because of how strong the field spell is versus deck, you want to end on IP rather than SP. I mean, it makes your opening play a little more vulnerable, but you need to be able to IP into SP and banish their field spell, because if they resolve the field spell, you just can't play the game. None of their cards can be targeted. It turns off all your traps, turns off Preventer. It's really tough. Same thing with Mud Dragon. Mud Dragon's also really good against this deck. All the Tier players who knew how to keep it on board, it just felt very hard to beat them. But this was only in for Pearly. I never made it once this event, so I did a Unicorn. It's just good for link climbing. I played this over the what's his name, Heat Leo, I think, the Link 3 Fire, because that only requires fire monsters, and sometimes you have like an awkward line where you don't have the fire or you have Link Rebo or something. This is just a little better, and it's any card. Like, sure, you discard a card, which can be bad, but like, I just found more value in this. Heat Leo wasn't as consistent. Like, I would maybe play it if I had more extra deck space, but I didn't. Tifon, never made this, but like, it's good to have. Didn't really see a scenario where it came up though, but it's definitely good to have. You should run it. And then for the Isolde line, I just did Isolde Baron. Cards, this combo's insane. It just makes the deck like end on so much more than it should. Really strong. And then last three, I did this. I know everyone was doing the Puzzle Reno. I wasn't that comfortable with the line, but someone just gave me a line that you can end on Dweller, SP, and Baron with Puzzle Reno. So I'll probably practice that line more and end up cutting this. The reason I chose Proxy F this tournament was Puzzle Reno isn't a one-card combo, but Proxy F is. So like Proxy F, you can make Dweller with just Lifter or Witch, but the Puzzle Reno line requires like any Rescue Ace card as well, and then sometimes it requires, if you want to end on all three, you need Lifter. You need Lifter, Witch, and the Rescue Ace card. So it just required more cards. So like in a long tournament, I just wanted something a little more consistent that was only one card combo. So this is always, I would always end on Dweller set 4 versus either Unchained or Tier. But the funny thing is like this was never resolved. Like both Tier players I made this, they super polyed it away, pitched like a Guido or Trivi Karma, and it just cooked me. And then the one time I made it versus Unchained, they just nibbed me. So I still think it's the correct play to make it, but everyone's running the outs to it. So there's like an argument that you just go for the other line. But yeah, that's the extra deck. That's pretty much it. It was a fun experience. I want to do shout outs real quick. Shout out Team Mist, you boys back home, back at Tucson. Leo, Panda, Conrad, Jaden over here recording the video. You know, everyone in general. There's so many names, like I can't even, like Angel, Elijah, Adam, you know, everyone in that Tucson area, bless up. Also, huge shout out to Logan and Jose. Came here with them. We did mad testing, mad play testing, mad theory crafting on deck building. So like, thank you them. Also, thank you to the people in Endangered Hobbies at Massachusetts, the Massachusetts locals. Thank you guys, Serato. You guys know everyone. Too many names to list, but thank you guys so much. And yeah, thank you guys. First YCS top.